My friends, hello, what's up ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here, welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. You've made it to episode number 297. Now we're approaching the end of June. FIFA is probably very close towards the end of its cycle. Let me know if you're still playing and stuff, by the way. I'd be very curious to know. You can leave a comment down below, and if you would scroll a tiny bit further up than that and then hit the thumbs up button, that would be amazing. Thank you. 2,000 likes is our target, and of course subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Thank you. So you saw the team that I built towards the end of yesterday's video. We've brought in Cuadrado, Spinazzola and Vlahovic. They are the three tradable players that are in my club at the moment. We've got a very Serie A thing going on. Yeah, we've got a couple of Ligue 1 players in there and a couple of icons, but I've got some of the top tier Serie A players in my squad, and we will start our weekend league today. I know you're watching this on Monday, but it is just... that is how things are going. When I get my rivals and stuff done on a Thursday, and it brings my content all the way through the weekend, we typically don't get started on the on the weekend league until Monday when it comes to the videos. But of course, it was played a couple days ago. So I'm going to start the episode off with this week's marquee matchups. It's a throwback marquee matchups, and it was fairly easy to do. Luckily, even though I'd spent loads and loads of my players and everything on player picks during the week, I actually still had stuff in my club ready to do these SBCs. And what you'll notice is that a lot of the stuff that I've got is rare golds. And I did say to you, didn't I, that I was struggling to find anywhere to actually put my rare golds. I had, I'd gotten rid of all of the silvers in my club, got rid of all of the non-rare golds, but the rares were just, I was struggling to find anywhere for them. So, anywho, we get ourselves a little Aussie men. Yeah, not great. And I'm still discarding, I'm guessing it's the right thing to do, right? When you're looking at what I get rid of when it comes to my consumables, I still discard the contracts and stuff. Is that the right thing to do? Do they ever sell? Because at this time of the year, we obviously get a little bit desperate for the odd coin here and there, because that will help us buy the next big player. So if I'm doing anything drastically wrong, apart from buying promo players when they first come out, I know that's an issue of mine. Then yeah, you'll have to let me know. So, anywho, packs wise, nothing's really popping out of these. In fact, I don't think I even saw a board from my marquee matchups rewards. I genuinely felt like I was in, when your luck's good, you feel like you can open any pack and something's going to pop out of it. And then sometimes you feel like, oh, my luck is just off, it's not working. I feel like I should probably leave FIFA, restart my Xbox, come back online and see if it changes. I probably should have done that, because I feel like I was in just a bad luck zone during this session, because, yeah, I mean... even a mega pack, literally not even boards. That's ridiculous at this stage of the year. We should be getting them in basically every single pack. So naturally, I went and did another SBC that gave me another pack to see if I could get boards or anything. And obviously, it didn't. So, yeah, completely and utterly down bad on the pack front. Is what it is. And yes, of course, this is before Team 2 came out. I know. I've mentioned it a billion times. I've gone on holiday, and therefore the next couple of days will be a little bit behind in terms of the content. So a couple of 81 plus player picks means that, I mean, literally a couple. I managed to get 3 done, and I get Tadic in one of them. I get an 83 in the next one. Oh, not even that. It's an 82, Gareth Bale, who I believe is signed in LA, right? And then another Tadic. Great. Now, I knew I just got him, but I still thought, hey, it's probably worth taking him over the 83, and then I'll just use him in something. And I actually ended up just putting him back into a player pick, so probably wasn't really worth it. But can we get anything from the player pick by putting an 84 into it? Yes, we can. I got myself a Shapeshifter, and I mean, it's just literally Hector Bellerin from Team 1, obviously, yes, because it was before Team 2 came out, but nonetheless, happy days, good piece of fodder. I don't really, I mean, actually, when with regards to Team 2, there are a lot of arguments to say that you should be using like a La Liga squad right now because like Jesus Corona and stuff looks very, very good. And obviously Marcelo looks unbelievable, just out of most people's price range. But like Corona, with the stats that he's got, I feel like a lot of people are going to be wanting to use that. And therefore, yeah, there's quite an argument to switch over to like a La Liga side at the moment. So maybe Bellerin's not even a bad left back to potentially go for. I don't know. There are quite a few good, like Acuna is in that league, isn't he? And then he would get that Sevilla link as well. So yeah, maybe Bellerin's not the play. But the boards did finally start to pop off again. Nothing crazy, no like walkouts or shapeshifters or anything. But still, I'll take an 83 when things are going bad. And another 75 plus player pack gives me another board. So I was probably just about out of players in my club to actually use, and that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to do marquee matchups so that I could then just do a few player picks and a few 75 plus packs before the 6 p.m. on the Friday night when things would have run out and I wouldn't have been able to do them anymore, and then get my weekend league done so that when 6 p.m. came around, I might be able to open that ultimate pack or whatever comes with the rewards. So that's where we're up to right now. Game 1 of the weekend league. I started off very, very rusty, I'll be honest. I hadn't really played gameplay for a day or two. Well, actually, I'd played my Rivals, hadn't I? So it was Rivals I started off really rough. But actually, going into this game, as you can see, he had like 60-odd% possession in the first half. And let's be real, I'm using a formation that I'm not 100% used to yet, this 4-3-2-1. I just changed my team and put Vlahovic up front, so I don't know if he's going to be any good or not. So I went into this game a little bit rusty, and it actually took me until the 59th minute before I could get a 2-1 lead, and then actually, yeah, as soon as I got the first goal, really, it just felt like the game was gonna fall right into my hands, into the palm of my hands, and I could grab it and take the dub. Yeah, he might have scored a few minutes after me, but we held on to that lead, and I took a game 1 W in the weekend league, and you absolutely love to see that. Deserved as well, I think. Yeah, possession's not everything, so, but I think it came away. It was a good warm-up match. Let's be honest, because if he was any better, he would have absolutely slapped me. So game number 2, we come up against R9, who is going to just run through in after the 12th minute, 13th minute, and score the goal. Very, very composed, of course. It is Prime R9. What do you guys make of summer swaps, by the way? Because I saw that, just looking at R9, thinking top tier icon. Obviously, you can get Prime Ronaldinho or Moment Zidane. The fact that it costs 40 tokens for Zidane probably rules me out. Simply because I don't know how many of the 50 tokens or whatever I'm going to be able to get. I'm not really playing the game whilst I'm away for a bit. So it might not be even feasible. And I am a fodder pack fan. So I know that there's an opportunity to get that Zidane there. But at this stage of the game, again, it's come kind of late. Like, we got the opportunity to get Zidane moments from the final icon swaps last year, right? And it was like July, August again. And it's going to be a similar sort of time that you're going to be able to unlock that card. So, yeah, it might just be a little bit too little, too late. Maybe not. Who knows? If I manage to save up all my tokens, and I can't see myself saving 40 tokens for Zizou as much as I'd love to. Just because there'll be some other insane cards out by then. I will want to open a fodder pack to try and pack one of them, and then I'm going to spend my tokens. That is just the way it goes. I have no willpower on this game or in life at all. So yeah, that's a problem, and I think that's probably the main problem that we're going to run into. Storing up that many tokens is going to be an absolute myth for me. So it's probably rip when it comes to the Zidane dream, unless we somehow pack him along the way over the next month or so. Anywho, into the next game. I think I ended up losing game number 2 in a game where I genuinely felt hard done by. Felt like I deserved to win, had a much higher XG than my opponent, and took the L. So that wasn't brilliant, but it happens, and you know, we get a nice quick victory in this one. I go 2-0 up in how long was it? 22 FIFA minutes. So that's not too it's not too long of a game, is it? And we can end up going. We're now 2-2, so I ended up going 1-2, actually being in a negative record there. But then after 4 games, we're 2-2. So Atal, you're going to whip one all the way to the back stick there, and Vlahovic is running in. That's the great part about Atal is 5-star weak foot means that he's going to be able to work on both feet there. And then Vlahovic is brilliant in the air and just finishing in general. He seems to be a bit of a monster, and I'm enjoying him a lot in this weekend league gameplay so far. And even Patrick Vieira was doing a brilliant job for me. So I would typically, and you'll notice it in these gameplays, depending on whether you're watching the first half or the second half of my games, but I would start with the starting 11 that that you've seen, that is on the thumbnail or whatever. And then in the second half, sometimes I would literally make all 3 changes. Bring on João Felix, bring on... sometimes Insigne's already... Oh, God, I can't remember who I bring on. Bring on João Felix. No, I think I make 2 subs. João Felix and then Kevin De Bruyne. So we'd switch it around. So we'd take Vieira off for De Bruyne, but then switch him and Spinazzola around so that Spinaz was in the middle doing all the defending, and then De Bruyne and Atal could push forward with their 5-star weak foots. And then, have João Felix up front with Vlahovic. Sometimes bring Di Maria on as well. So, that it got quite fun. And I have to say, I think my second half performances, I don't know if this is legit or not based on actual, data, but I feel like my second half performances were way better than my first half performances. So I feel like if I was losing, I was making comebacks in the second half. I've also realised that I think I'm a better FIFA player when I'm shooting to my right, I think. I know the camera's backwards, but the way that this guy's shooting right now over to the right is where I think I'm best for some reason. I don't know why that would be. Do you have a preferred way that you literally are better at when you're doing your attacking and stuff? If so, please let me know that I'm not crazy down below. And I've just clocked in the camera how bad my sunburn is from today. Oh dear. I went and watched a football match, pre-season football match, and it was sunnier than I thought it was going to be. And I think I've got a little sunburn and some sunglasses tan lines as well, which are always fun, like the little panda eyes that people always get. So anywho, I took this guy to extra time and got a couple of very quick goals in extra time, and that led to a 4-2 rage quit. Thank you very much. I deserved the heck out of that game. So yeah, what are we right now? 18 points is 5 and 3. No, I don't exactly know where we're at. 4 and 2, isn't it? It's 4 and 2, isn't it? I think so. Why don't they just put a little counter next to it so that us thick people can just see where we're at in terms of wins and losses? That bugs me, I'll be honest. But as you can see in that game right there, we got a nice quick victory. Was that a 1-0? I don't know. So we can make it 5 and 2. Yeah, 5 and 2 with 13 games remaining. And I figured that was where I was gonna stop because it normally goes downhill from there. And I know that if I lost my next 3 games and I was 5 and 5 again, that the 11-win weekend league would probably go awry for the 3rd week running. And I kind of don't want it to. I feel like this team is strong enough. I'm playing well enough that I should be getting the 11 wins this week. So I wanted to stop there, have a mini break. I think I probably had lunch, sat in some air conditioning for a bit, just cooled off a little bit before going back in again. And that was probably one of the smarter plays that I've had this weekend because, I mean, you'll see in tomorrow's video that it's helpful to do that, to stop every now and again. Even if you're on a good run, just like a half an hour break, just to recalibrate and stuff and then head straight back in is a good idea, I think. But 10 goals in 7 games for Vlahovic. The man's a beast. I really like him. I genuinely really like him. He feels like a Harry Kane type player, but of course with the Serie A links, which means I can get all of these players in. And Felipe Anderson, for some reason, I just don't get on with him. And Insigne, both of those two are just a little bit like, I can't figure them out. I should be better with them. They've both got basically perfect dribbling, loads of pace, and yet they both feel a little bit basic to me. I don't know what it is. Atal, Spinazzola, both feel unbelievable. Cuadrado feels like Messi when he's on the ball. But for some reason, Felipe Anderson just doesn't. What is that? Why is that? I don't know. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you for listening to my waffle for the last 15 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button. I'd love to see 2,000 likes on this episode. And subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Cheers. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram. Those links are down below. Have a lovely day, everyone. I hope you take it easy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay healthy. And genuinely just enjoy your life. I'll be back again tomorrow with the conclusion of my weekend league. We'll see how we get on. And hopefully it'll be double red picks time. I'll see you then. Peace.